We're gonna be putting all the weapons in Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 3 on a tier list. Alright guys, so let's go ahead, let's just start off regular and we'll just work our way down from start to finish, I think. So right now we have this, the heisted auto shotgun. So I think the heisted auto honestly is an S tier gun. The rate of fire is pretty high. The damage is good. It's also like super fast reload speed. Overall, I think it's a pretty good weapon. Now we'll put on text to speech. Oof. I would say it's still an S tier, honestly. It's and then I would still honestly say it's S. And then Sharptooth, I think honestly Sharptooth is an A. It's not S, but it's definitely up there because it's feeling like the pump shotgun. Alright, and it's like the damage is good if you get a headshot. I mean, it's like over 100 damage. You get 4 bullets, which the bullets, your mag size is pretty low. So, it's not a terrible weapon. It kind of simulates the pump. Alright, now we got the heavy shotgun. This does a lot of damage, but it's slow rate of fire. So, if you get a good headshot, I mean, it's doing at least like 150, I think. So, but the rate of fire is super slow. So if you're missing your shots, then you're just not gonna be useful with it. So I think it has a high skill cap. So yeah, I think A would be probably a best bet for that, because you gotta really know how to aim it as well, and it's got a pretty far range as well too. All right, let's go with the next weapon. And we got the Suppressed Havoc. Alright, so the Suppressed Havoc, I would definitely put... I mean, it's a good weapon overall. I don't think it's like terrible, especially if you get the gold version, obviously. Like all these guns, technically, we're just say that they're the highest rarity. You can get them. But I think this also has a really high skill cap, just because you can only really shoot with your crosshair, and you have no like, it's not a red dot. So with that being said, I like the gun. It's one of my favorites as well, but it has the super high skill cap. So we'll definitely, I think B is a good spot for it. All right, let's go with the next weapon. We got the Cybertron cannon. Now this one, I think that's a hard one. I'm thinking leaning more towards C. What is up, Katakuri? You've seen my Bad Batch video. That is awesome. Yeah, I just do some like random shorts sometimes of like the AI filters because I think they're really cool. Got like one with Naruto too. So you think the cannon is B? Okay, so like what we're working with the cannon, I mean the cannon's got good area of effect damage. On top of it's hitting at least for 100, which being AoE is really good. And the range for it does 120. Okay, thanks for correcting me. I figured it was 100 or 120. So, and it breaks stuff. So the destructibility with it is very good. But you get 2 charges, 2 shots, and you can hurt yourself if you don't use it right. So I think it does have a higher skill cap. It is a decent weapon, but yeah, where is Boomerang? We might have to add it or something, huh? Alright, let's go with now we got the flare gun. Where do we think the flare gun should sit? See, that's the thing with the flare gun now, it does have combat use and does AoE damage at least like what, 60 damage, So, and it can show you the enemies. So I think it's definitely useful. I don't think it's a D, but yeah, I think I agree with that. It's definitely a C. Because it could be used very well, but like a casual player is not really going to be that great with it. So 70 plus fire. Yeah, it does 60 damage, but plus 70 plus fire. Because of fire damage. If you guys are in the stream, make sure you guys hit that like button to help me out so we get the stream bigger. So we got the thermal. So for me, the thermal's good. The spray pattern's a little bit different compared to other snipers. So with that being said, with the spray pattern being different, the fact that it's thermal though, actually kind of helps a lot to scout out areas, so that's useful in that way. What, a 30 clip magazine? I'm leaning more towards a C weapon, at least for me. I think other people like it a lot, but with the different spray pattern, I think with it, it's gonna land itself down to C. Yeah, there is a perk for less recoil, so maybe with that would be more B, but I don't know. I don't really use that gun that much. I don't think it's a bad weapon per se, really, but comparing to these ones up here, I think it's definitely C. Alright, we got the lever action rifle. Now, this one is one of my favorites, honestly. It might have a higher skill cap compared to most players, so it's a little bit harder to use. You gotta be pretty accurate with your shots. But I feel like if you're really good with it, it's like gonna put you above most people. If you get headshot where it's like 70 damage with the head, I would almost say A or S, honestly. Because if you get the gold, if this was the gold version. So, and the fact that the reload speed is so quick that you can shoot and reload one shot and shoot again almost immediately. So, I'm just gonna put it in A just because I think the skill cap is a little higher. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in A. I feel like it could be an S tier, but with it being like a harder weapon to use, I'm gonna put it in A. Alright, now we just got the regular pistol. I think this is more of a C or B tier weapon. Just a generic regular pistol. I mean, it's not a terrible weapon. You definitely can get kills with it. But I think it's going to land itself more in the C area when we compare it to these other weapons. You think B? Yeah, I guess you could. With the Mythic too, though. I think the Mythic is why. And it's a little bit easier to shoot. So the skill cap is a little bit lower than most weapons. Alright, now we're going with the Havoc shotgun. This one I think is definitely a decent gun. It's got, you know, a pump vibe to it, so you're getting a good heavy shot out that's going to do high damage, especially if you get a headshot. So for me, this one's been a really good shotgun this season. But it is one of those shotguns just like the heavy. If you miss your shots with it, it's not really gonna be that good for you. So it's definitely a higher skill cap weapon. So I think it's gonna place it down into the A tier. Alright, next weapon we got the Flapjack cannon. Alright, TJ. So Flapjack rifle, cannon rifle, whatever. This has been a really good weapon. It's got good destructibility. It's a 45 clip magazine. On top of it has consistent damage. if you can get the spray pattern down, it does have a little bit of a different spray pattern to it. I think it's, yeah, the recoil is really bad on it, but if you can get that pattern down, it can be super good. So I've literally beamed kids with this, so, but I think it's gonna be not A, but I would say B, because it has a higher skill cap just because of the recoil. So, but with the destructibility and the ammo, the 45 mag size, that's gonna, I think it's gonna set it at least above C. Alright, we got the auto shotgun, just a regular auto. For me, I think this will either be a B or A tier weapon as well. Doesn't have the faster reload speed, it's just a regular old auto, so I'm thinking more along the lines of the being a B tier weapon. Alright, we're saying B. I agree. Welcome back, TJ. Alright, so we got the SMG. Well, this is just the regular SMG, isn't it? Submachine gun. And then this one's the dual mag, right? I would say the SMGs have been really good this season. I'm not gonna put it as an S, just because I think some people just cannot use them. It's a combat SMG. Okay, that's what it's called. So this one has a little bit less recoil. This one has more. I'm gonna put the one with less recoil in the top. And I think the combat SMG is a more of a B tier item. Alright, next weapon, we got the Shadow Tracker, guys. This for me, I personally like it. You're getting a silenced weapon as well on top of 15 mag size. The damage is good, the fire rate's pretty consistent, faster than the regular pistol. So for me, I think it's definitely an A tier. You can only get this as a mythic item. So what is up, Aiden Boardman? How are you doing so far today? But yeah, I think the Shadow Tracker is definitely one of those weapons that you still need some skill to use it, but I still think it's not that bad of a high skill cap to use. So Shadow Tracker, I think, definitely deserves a spot in the A spot. Alright, we got the heisted SMG with like what, a 40 or 50 clip size, with very high fire rate. The fire rate's super high. I'm glad you're doing good, Aiden. Also, the recoil on it is very high, so you got to learn the spray pattern to it. So if you're not skilled with it, you're not really going to be hitting your shots. I would put it as an A. I think A is a good spot for it. I would say almost S tier, but I think I'm better off putting it at A. So like I said, we got most of the guns here are gonna do decent. High fire, bad recoil, DPS is good. Yeah, the recoil is super bad on it. But if you can get the spray pattern down, then the recoil won't really matter this much. Do you really get infinite sprint with it? Yeah, it might just be S for the infinite sprint. I didn't know you get the infinite sprint. Yeah, so the MK, I think for sure, it's a assault rifle with the dot. What's the clip size? About 30 rounds. What, 25 for the hit marker and 30 for like, no, I think it's higher than that. But it's super accurate. The MK is one of those guns that's just like all around like an accurate weapon. Just overall, just like, especially if you can learn to tap fire with it. Oh my gosh, it's just such a good weapon. So there is a mythic option for it as well. So I think just with that being said, it definitely lands itself as an S tier weapon. My day's going pretty good, pretty good. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. Make sure you smash that like button. Try to get us to at least 16 likes, beat our record. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Oops. We also have a Discord server where we're doing a giveaway. Drolish can let you know on the info. He'll let you know in chat. So the next weapon, we got the drum shotgun. Now, I kind of didn't like this gun at the beginning when it first just came out. Then I started playing with it more, and I realized how overpowered it can be. Very annoying to play against because of the damage per second is just crazy. The range is decent on it. The spray is good on it. You have a high rounds or clip magazine. So it's like what, like a 12 shot, 16 shot or something. Okay, go put it out there downstairs. Yep. On a table. Alright, but yeah, so far I think it's either an A or an S. What do you guys think? Because so far the auto is a good gun. I don't use it as much as like maybe the Havoc. So I think, but it also has a higher skill cap as well. I would say, what are you thinking, B as the Havoc? Alright, well, I think that might be the list. What do we think anything should be? Let's give it a second. Let's take a look. Do we think anything should be? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think the drum is more A. Do we think anything else should be different? Do we think anything should be up higher or lower? We just got to... We think we're perfect on this tier list. Everyone's... You think Cybertron Cannon's a little bit lower? I think the Cybertron Cannon can be used pretty good, but I haven't seen it used too much. I think, okay, we'll put it down just because I don't think it's that prevalent of a weapon. But I don't really think there's many weapons right now that is D. But the movement's not even really good on it because you could hurt yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you think about the Shadow Tracker? You think it should be lower or higher? You think it should go up? It might be an S tier gun. I mean, for me, it's I don't want to be biased on the Shadow Tracker, but the Shadow Tracker for me is definitely a top tier weapon. Can we get a majority vote on this one? It goes fast. Yeah, I've gotten some crazy kills with the Shadow Tracker. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a very, very good weapon. But in that case, I think maybe the Havoc. And it's AoE too. I think maybe the pistol should be C. I think maybe the flare gun should be B. Maybe this. What do you guys think about that? Wasps? Well, wasps and fireflies? Yeah, true. This is just a list that I got off of the thing, so it's also missing the boomerang, which I don't know if they took it out or if it's still in right now. I think the boomerang's not in right now. But alright, I think that's our list so far with this one. I think we have completed the ultimate tier list. And I would say if we had like the boomerang, where would we rank the boomerang at? Boomerang, boomerang, where would we rank it? Fireflies would definitely be a D. Wasp would be... See, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about wasps. Because wasp is kind of like one of those things. It's easy to counter. You just gotta shoot it. You shoot the wasps and they stop and they explode. And it only does area of effect in that area. I think the boomerang would definitely be like a B. It's like useful, but it's not like, oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever. I think it would definitely be a B. It can track people, and you can cancel it, yeah, and it can do like a AoE damage thing at the end of its throw. So with that being said, yeah, I think it would definitely be more like a A or B. But okay. I think that is our list so far. That is our list for Season 3. Thank you all for helping me decide what goes where. And hopefully you guys are enjoying these tier lists. And let me know in the chat right now if you guys want more of these tier lists for the next live streams, or if we should try to think about other stuff to change it out.